joined before, and hello and welcome if you are new. I hope you enjoy the video and stick around. I think it's been a while again since I last filmed. I think it was about mid-May from what I've just looked. So yeah, it's been a while again. Yeah, I haven't actually stitched for about 3-ish weeks really now either. So I'm hoping this video is gonna like reignite some stitchy goodness and remind me of all the lovely things that I have and get me back going again is the plan. I do have quite a bit to show you. I think I've got some FFOs, some finishes, some whips, a little tiny bit of haul. So yeah, we'll get going and reignite some stitching joy, hopefully. I wanted to start with a little bit of a life update, just briefly. So life has been busy. I've had a little bit of a promotion at work. I work in GP surgeries. I've taken on some extra practices. I've essentially doubled my workload, but it's all good. I'm really enjoying it, lots to do, definitely keeping me very busy. The kids are doing brilliantly. My little girl finished year 1. She lost her first tooth. She's just growing up so fast. And my little boy is just doing brilliantly. He's just great. He's growing so fast as well. And yeah, they're just super happy, wonderful little kids. Yes. So yeah, I've been on a couple of little holidays recently, which has kind of like delayed this video somewhat, I suppose, as well. So we had a little weekend in Wales, over in Aberdaron, with 2 of my best friends. One of them has a caravan over there and invited us and the kids over for the weekend, and we just had the most wonderful weekend. Weather was lovely. We just spent the whole weekend on the beach. Oh, it was just great, just such happy times. And then after that, me and my mum and dad and the kids went to the Lake District for a week. And again, we just had the best time. We just crammed so much in. Yeah, really lovely week away. So good to do just like UK based holidays sometimes as well. Like they can be, like for me and the kids being the age that they are, yeah, the UK is just such a wonderful place, and yeah, it's just nice to have what's on your doorstep as well, I think. So yeah, as I say, we had a wonderful week away. Mum and dad loved it. Yeah, it's been really nice. However, that was like the start of my lack of stitching, having been away with mum and dad for a week, and just like enjoying spending time with them in the evenings rather than stitching, and also just being so tired from cramming our days with lots of fun things. But anyway, just something I just wanted to touch on since we got back from our holiday. I'm sure a lot of you know if you've watched my videos before, but I am from Southport. Yeah, it's been a time in Southport recently. I just wanted to touch on it really briefly. I'm erming a lot here, sorry. But yeah, just in case you didn't know, I'm not sure how much this went around the world. Obviously, it's been huge here in the UK. I think it was a week last Monday, we had a horrific incident here in Southport where there was a knife attack on a local community centre. Sadly, 3 little girls died, Elsie, BB and Alice. A lot of other children were injured, some adults were injured. It was just horrific. I'm getting all goosebumpy talking about it again. Yeah, absolutely horrific time. Southport is a very small, lovely community. We're just a nice, quiet little seaside town. Like obviously for anything like that to happen anywhere is horrible, but yeah, I don't know. Here it's absolutely rocked the community. It's just been horrific. I live about 5-minute walk from the place where this attack took place. I was in work at the time. The kids were with their dad, and even though in my head I knew that they were safe and not at that event or anywhere, like the panic, I'll never forget that panic of making sure my kids were okay. yeah, just awful. Luckily we are fine, but yeah, it's bleh. And then obviously since following that, we attended a beautiful vigil on the Tuesday evening in town. So many people came together to grieve and support these families. It was a beautiful vigil that I took the kids to, but then obviously we came home and I got the kids to bed, and then within the next hour or so the horrific riots started, which I know have now spread around the country, and it's been a horrible time for a lot of us. But yeah, this first riot that took place in Southport was targeting our local mosque, which is literally on my road. Yeah, it was awful. To the point where later that evening I had to wake the kids up and move out of our house for the night because it was getting far too close to us. I could see a fire out of my window and I was just like, no, house is one thing, but keeping my family safe is another. So yeah, we ended up actually moving out that night. Luckily, it didn't end up quite making it to my house, so we were all fine. And again, the community was just amazing, pulling together to rebuild and clean up. And yeah, it's been a time. As I say, obviously I'm aware that this is now spread all around the country, which is just awful and really feels, I was trying to explain to some of my friends, like, it's weird to have this like guilt almost that Southport started this whole thing. But yeah, anyway, as I say, it's been a time. Because of all this, I've not stitched. I've literally sat in my front window most nights up until about 2 nights ago, just watching for anything going on. Yeah, there's been like rumours constantly of like more riots, more things kicking off, and it's been a scary time. So yeah, stitching is like, it's weird because even though that's my like safe thing that I want to do to relax and chill and rest my brain, like I haven't been able to. Anyway, yeah, I've been talking for 7 minutes already and not even got to stitching yet. So yeah, I just wanted to say as well, thank you so much because so many people checked in with me. I did put a little Instagram story up, but even before I put that up, so many people had checked in because they knew where I was from. And as always, I'm just so grateful for this community. So thank you. I have wondered whether to do, let me know your thoughts on this. I've wondered whether to do like a little stitch along type thing for like a stitch for Southport maybe. I don't know. I don't know whether it feels right or not. Let me know if it's something you'd like to join in with, just to remember those girls that were killed and injured in this horrible attack. I don't know, maybe something like stitch something pink or stitch something with swans. Swans kind of like a Southport symbol. Yeah, I don't know. If it's something you're interested in, let me know and I'll maybe put something together. But yeah, anyway, moving into actual stitching. Thank you for, if you're still here. Right, okay, let's go to FFOs. So my mum has been busy again with her FFOing. I'm going to start with some Christmas decorations. So I did the Durene Jones Dinosaur Christmas decorations. Was it last year? I think it was last year that I finished these. And yeah, she's just finished them into some lovely little decorations for me. I've got an itchy nose again. Right, so I'll show you them one by one. So she has just made them into these lovely, turn around, little hanging decorations. So it's just got some like card inside and some wadding and some cute little Christmassy fabric on the back and a little gold hanger. But yeah, I just think these look so cute. And if you've been here for a while, you will know that one of my Christmas trees is fully dinosaur. So these will be really nice on my dinosaur tree. And that's the last one. So yeah, they've all got the same fabric on the back. I love those, really cute. Thank you, Mum. And then the other thing that Mum finished for me, I think it was in my last video, I finished the 6th Snail House, which is Snail House Pumpkin, and that is now in a frame to match the others. So it's just in a really simple frame from the range. All the other pumpkins are in this exact frame. So yeah, this one can go on the wall with the rest of them. That is FFOs. Right, going into finishes. So last time, I think it was last time, or the time before, I don't know, my whole world is like, I feel like everything happened about 5 years ago, even if it happened like 2 weeks ago at this moment. Anyway, Our Year by Historical Sampler Company. I'll pop a picture in of when you last saw it, and I think I was halfway through, and I had a bit of an aim to kind of get this finished by the end of the year by just doing like 1 block per month. I had managed to get a little bit ahead of myself, and I'd kind of thought that I'd leave it for a while, but I ended up picking it back up again, and it's done. So this is this one, all finished. So this I got as a kit. I think it was released as a stitch along. I want to say like a 4-part stitch along. So I got the kit for it. It's on I think it's a 16 count natural Ada. All are called for DMC. And it's done. I'll just bring it in a bit closer for you. So yeah, really, really like this one. Just need to decide how to get it fully finished. But yeah, really enjoyed it, really fun, really easy stitching. Happy to have an old whip crossed off the list. Right, let's move into whips. So this is a staple in every video of mine at the moment. This is Happy Sloth Designs Disney Villains, and this is what it'll look like when it's done. I've had this on the go for ages now, and this is my in-car stitching. So it's the thing that I stitch on when I'm waiting to pick my daughter up from school. Oh, I've kind of left it all wrapped up in its hoop, but let's kind of unwrap this somewhat. So I'll pop a picture in of what it was like last time. Let's take this out of its hoop completely. Oh. Right, there we go. Right, and then, so I think last time I was on the 7th little character. It's so crumpled up. Right, and here is where I am now. So I've got a little bit done on this. Oh, it is so crumpled up. Sorry, guys. There we go. Right, so last time you saw it, I was on this chap here. So I've obviously finished him, done this one here, and I've almost finished this one here as well. I've just got to finish off her hair, and then we'll be down to the bottom. So last time you saw this one, I had done 11,280 stitches, which was 57.94%, and I'm now at 15,162 stitches, which is 77.88%. So over 3/4 done now. Yeah, enjoying that one. I'm hoping, my plan for this one, I just want to get that finished, because that's really not going to take long to just box hair off, and then get some of, at least the next outline done, if not all the outlines done, before school starts again in September, so that then I'm just back to car filling in again, is the plan. Yeah, really enjoying that one though. It's just lovely, easy stitching, and looking forward to I'd like to get that one finished by the end of the year if I can. Seems like a reasonable goal to me. Okay, next is the Deadly Aquarium by Lola Crow. I know everyone is stitching this. I know you'll have seen it everywhere. I was doing so well with this piece. So I'll pop a picture in of where you last saw it, which is when I had finished the frame. So this was before any of the actual parts came out and just the frame had been released. And then, as I say, I was doing so well with this. I was stitching it every week, and then I went on holiday, and then the world went nuts, and I stopped. But this is where I got to so far. So, how many parts are we here? I can't even remember. I don't know. Is this about part 5? Part 6? I should really know this. At least part 5, I think, because we had the treasure chest and the green bits. We had this thing here. We had this, the creatures down here. I don't know. I've done this much anyway. I'm up to the part with the flying rays. So basically I'm 2 full parts and a bit behind. So near enough 3 parts behind. Yeah, as I say, I was doing really well keeping up with it. I absolutely love this. I think it's amazing. Like the detail is just insane. Like these bits here, like these bits, like the back stitch detail to make them look as they do is just incredible. Yeah, I absolutely love it. As I say, I've fallen behind. I managed to get, this has literally been my only stitching in the last 3 weeks, I think, is starting this ray up here. So I've got that part to finish. I've got the sharks, I think they are, that have just come out 2 weeks ago, I think. I think there's one here and one over here somewhere. And then we had a week off thinking like, this is great, I can catch up now. No, didn't happen. And now the next part's just been released down here, which is like a little rock pool, which looks really cute. So yeah, this is stitched on a chromatic alchemy fabric. It's a 32 count linen in Anira. Oh, police just gone past my window. Great. Now a hourly occurrence. Anyway, yeah, so it's like this lovely bright aqua kind of colour. I'm not sure if this is showing up right, but yeah. I love this one, and this is definitely top of my list to get back to. So I'm going to pop the hoop back on it later today, hopefully, and really try and get back into at least trying to get caught up with that. I'd love to get that finished, well, around the time that everyone else finishes it would be good. So yeah, really enjoying that one, and love to at some point go back and do all her other stitch alongs that she's already done. I think I need to check this with Joe, but I'm pretty sure myself and Joe from Belushi Stitches are planning on stitching the greenhouse. Is it called the Greenhouse of Oddities? Which I think was a stitch along last year maybe, or the year before. We're planning on stitching that next year. I'm not quite sure of all the ins and outs of how we're going to do it, but I think roughly we'll aim to do it maybe like a part a month or something across all of next year. Watch this space on that one, but if you haven't stitched the Greenhouse of Oddities yet, or you've started it and need an excuse to carry on with it, next year is the one, hopefully. As I say, watch this space. Once I've spoke to Joe and sorted it out properly, we will arrange a proper plan for that one. But yeah, Greenhouse of Oddities, hopefully next year. Right, moving on. Next is an Owl Forest embroidery piece. It is called Southern Seas Beauty. I will pop a picture in of what it'll look like when it's done. So this one I started in Mermaids, which feels forever ago. And I'll pop a picture in of where I was last time. I think it was at 1,489 stitches, which was 20.02%. And here is where I am now, which is 2,442 stitches, 32.84%. So yeah, not a huge amount done, about 1,000 stitches or so. But yeah, it's coming on nicely. This fabric looks beautiful. This is a Stitchman Darcy fabric. It's called Tangled Up in Blue. It's an 18 count Ada. His fabrics are glorious. Definitely go and check out his Etsy to get to some of this lovely fabric. But yeah, I'm using the Owl Forest called for threads for this, which just have absolutely stunning variegation. The colours are just bright and wonderful. So yeah, I love this. I would really like to get back to this. This is meant to be a gift for my friend who I hope is not watching this. But yeah, I would really like to get that finished quite soon, hopefully by the end of the year. But yeah, that is coming along nicely, going in the right direction anyway. Right, my final whip to show you is Fruits of Plenty by Modern Folk Embroidery. I don't know how many times I've showed this piece and how long it's been kicking around for, but yeah, we're still going. So I'll pop a picture in of what this will look like when it's done. I know everyone's seen this a million times, and I'll pop a picture in of where I was last time, which was, I think I'd done 8 parts. So I'd done the top 3, the next 3, then I come down to do August part, and then I would done November as well, I think. So I've been quite busy on this one apparently, and I am now here. So I've got another 2 parts finished, which are these 2 at the side here. I say finished, nearly finished. So yeah, let me just bring it back so you can see it all. I love this. So this, I am using 32 count natural Lucan from Zweigart. I'm using the colours that Jacob suggested, like did his mock-up piece in, which is DMC 932 and 3750, I think. So yeah, right, let's fold this up so we can see. So I've done this part here and this part down here. Let's try and wrangle this fabric. So yeah, done this section. I absolutely love it. So you'll see there is a gap here, which I'm yet to decide what to put in. So there's meant to be a gap on each side, and it's charted with like 2 initials. I think the idea is that you're meant to put your own initials in, but I don't know. I have a weird thing about putting initials on things, so I don't know what to do yet. I'm umming and ahhing between, I'm thinking what's winning at the moment is putting my kids' initials, so an I for Iris and an R for Rory. However, I is a bit of a silly letter, isn't it? It's so little, and I don't know. Like I and R, they're very opposite. Like I is just like little tiny little thing, and R is quite like a big chunky letter. So I don't know. Any ideas? Most welcome. I thought about like putting their middle initial in as well, but then stupidly I gave Iris 1 middle name and I gave Rory 2 middle names. So yeah, I don't know. I'm stuck on that one, but I thought let's get it all stitched and then we'll worry about that at the end. But yeah, I love this. This is now definitely on the list to be finished by the end of the year. I really, really would love to get this one done. I've really enjoyed it. I love stitching this, I think they call it a CC stitching, where you kind of like the negative space is the pattern, other way around, you know what I mean? Like the pattern is not stitched. Yeah, I really, really enjoyed doing that. So yeah, coming along nicely. As I say, 2 more parts to do. Would love to get that done over the next few months. Where are we? August. Yeah, that seems doable. We'll see. Okay, I think that's all my whips. I've got 2 new starts to show you. One, I don't even remember starting, it was that long ago. This is the Mermaids of the Seasons stitch along from Bella Filipina. I wanted to start this for ages. I love it. It's my first Bella or like fancy lady of any kind. Yeah, really, really wanted to get this one done. And I have started it, I just haven't really done very much on it. This is my start. I have an outline of 1 box of 4. But it started. It is a start. It is better than not being started, right? Yeah, so this I'm stitching on another Chromatic Alchemy piece of fabric. This is 28 count linen in the colour Glacier. I'm absolutely gutted, by the way. If you haven't heard, Chromatic Alchemy has decided to close. Obviously her reasons are perfectly understandable. I'm so sad. I just love all of her fabrics. I've been in her Fabric of the Month club for, must be a good few years now, and every single piece is just absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I'm really sad to be saying goodbye to that, but obviously wish her all the best in whatever she is doing next, and hope that she will be back one day. Please, thank you. So yeah, this is where I've got to on this one. So yeah, I've literally just got the first block like outline done. So lots to do, but it's on the whip pile now. It's started. Yeah, we'll see when we get back to that one. And my final new start to show you is a planned stitch along that myself and Jo from Belushi Stitches are hosting. This is the Gecko Rouge kit by Lorna, Laine, and it's B. Looks like this. A lot of people have seen this, a lot of people have stitched this, a lot of people have started this. As always, late to the party, but yeah, we've decided to stitch this. Oh gosh, we had a really cool hashtag. What was it? It was something like OMB Lushi. Something. Because like we thought it was great because it had M in for Emma and B Lushi and a B. Yeah, it was great and I can't remember properly what it was. I'll put it down below. But yeah, stitch along that myself and Jo are hosting for this. We are stitching this one in June, July and August. Please join us, stitch this, stitch anything else bee related. Yeah, I love it, really like it. So as I say, this is a new start for me. I'm getting uncomfortable sat on the floor. And this is where I got to. So this, if you're not aware, Gecko Rouge tend to be kit only patterns. So you buy the whole kit, you just choose the fabric count that you want. So I've picked a 25 count fabric and I'm actually stitching this 1 over 1 on this 25 count. So I am currently at 2,884 stitches, which is 4.43%. I don't really have any kind of like plan or like method with this. I think I started on some of this black up here, and now I'm just kind of alternating between doing some different colours and filling bits in, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it, if I'm honest with you. So we didn't really have like a set structured plan. We left this fairly flexible as to how we wanted to do it. Obviously, you know, the plan wasn't to finish the whole thing in 3 months because that's ridiculous. So how we're kind of looking at it is that we're just making sure we stitch on it a little bit in each of those 3 months. But yeah, do what you want really. Obviously we're in August now, which is the last month. So yeah, I'd love to get some more stitches in on this month because obviously I haven't picked it up yet this month. But yeah, really happy with my progress on this. I just love the colours. They're just absolutely stunning. Yeah, and really nice to be back doing some full coverage stitching again. I've really enjoyed it. I really love it. Oh, I'm pulling my needle off. There we go. Right, that's my stitching done. Okay, I'm going to do a quick bit of haul, then go into a bit of plans, and then, yeah, that'll be me done. Right. I feel like it was ages ago that I got loads of this stuff, so let's see. Firstly, I want to show you a little order that I purchased with Mrs. Sadis. They had a sale on, I want to say it was a couple of months ago now, but I could be wrong. If you have not heard of Mrs. Sadis, she makes the most, oh, another police van. She makes the most beautiful silks, and I picked up this one, a big hank called Pippa, and it is absolutely stunning. It is this beautiful sort of blues and teals and like greeny sort of shades. I don't know how well this is showing up. It smells lovely. But yeah, absolutely stunning silk thread. I just love it. It's so satisfying to look at all the different colours in it. Yeah. I don't think this is showing up as beautiful as it is, but yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. So I got that as a big hank. I did have a project in mind for this, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was. I have a feeling it was something for Mermaids. So maybe I'll come back to this next year. But yeah, that was the big hank. And then obviously, you know, it was coming all the way from Spain, I want to say. It couldn't travel on its own. I had to get some little ones to go with it. So I picked up a little selection of her mini hanks. So we've got Lake, which is absolutely beautiful. We've got Hope, which is loads of greens and some oranges in there as well. Absolutely stunning. We've got Forest, which is sort of like muted greens, like mossy greens and browns. It's beautiful. They're all beautiful. Clearly I was on a green things. Here's another green. This is called River. This is like slightly lighter greens. Again, absolutely stunning. Like, look at the variegation. Can you see that? Then we have Mountain, which is sort of more yellowy browny tones. Again, there's so many different colours in there. It's just beautiful. And then finally, for a bit something different, we have Lust, which is like these beautiful reds, purples, yellows, oranges, browns. It is just stunning. So yeah, no idea what I'm going to do with all them. They were just really pretty and I had to have them. Then I had a few little bits from Marnie's mixed bag, who again was sadly closing her doors. So I did pick up some basic fabric, which I don't know what I've done with, but it was just some very plain, good to have in stash fabric. And then I picked up a couple of charts as well. So let's have a look. We've got this one. I think these are all, yeah, all Country Cottage Needleworks. So we've got this one, which is called Away We Go. I thought this was really cute and I loved that it was on the dark fabric. We have got Joyful Summer. I just thought it was so cute. And we have Spring Birds. And this one sort of reminded me of the, oh, who's it by? I want to say it's by like someone like Jardin Privé, and it's like a big long series of bird houses, which I really would like to do at some point. I think Lisa, the cross stitch midwife, has been working on that one, as well as a few other people, and it's just really lovely. So yeah, this one kind of reminded me of that as well. I just thought it was really lovely colours. So those were 3 new charts. I have a couple of project bags to show you. These are from Cross Stitch Jess on Instagram. I've met Jess a couple of times now, 2 times, 3 times. She is lovely. I absolutely love Jess and I'm really looking forward to seeing her again in September. It's the crew retreat next month. I just love the crew retreat. It's just, oh, I can't wait to be away with my friends, having the best time. Yeah, that is the end of next month and I'm really excited for it. Anyway, Jess's bags. She's been making bags for a while, but she's only just started selling them and I'm so glad that she has because they're just beautiful. So I picked up 2. She's been selling these on her Instagram, so if you have a look at her Instagram, which I'll link back down below, I'm not sure what she's still got available, if she's going to put another load on, but definitely keep your eye out for Jess. So I got 2 different sizes of bags. I got this larger one in this really, really cute toucan fabric. And the thing I love about Jess's bags is they're beautifully quilted, but the diagonal zip. Isn't that so cool? I think it's such a cool idea. Really like nice and easy to get things in the bag with the diagonal zip. It's got this lovely like feathery fabric inside. Yeah, absolutely love the style of these bags. I think they're so good. Really, really beautifully made as well, with her little tag on there as well. And then the other bag I got from Jess was a smaller one and it is in this lovely like space print. Again, quilted, but we've got like a diagonal quilt on this one. Again, the amazing diagonal zip, and we've got this like starry fabric inside. So yeah, if you can get your hand on a Jess bag, definitely do, because they're like just beautiful, really lovely bags. The final bit of haul I wanted to show you was a new needle binder that I picked up the other day. Cotton and Clay on Instagram. She also has a Flosstube channel now as well, which is brilliant, so definitely go and check out Laura's YouTube channel. Yeah, I've had quite a lot of Cotton and Clay stuff in the past. She makes beautiful needle minders, floss drops, thread organisers, loads and loads and loads of really beautiful like handmade things. Anyway, I think she does like a needle minder of the month club, and I've been like, not a club, like a needle minder of the month. Anyway, I've been trying to not look at her Instagram too much because she has so many beautiful things and I already have so many needle minders and things that I really don't need anymore. However, this one caught my eye the other day and I needed it. It is this beautiful swan. Now, if you remember earlier, I mentioned that the swan is kind of like a bit of a symbol of Southport, and particularly since the events of the last few weeks, people have really tried to like hold on to the swan as like a bit of a symbol. So when I saw that this was her needleminder of the month, I was like, I need it. I really need it. So yeah, we've got this beautiful swan. And I did actually message her because I was like, I don't know if you know, but this is just feels so special that this is your chosen needleminder of the month, whether you knew or not that it was like a Southport association. So yeah, really beautiful. Love that, and very grateful to Laura for making those. Right, that's my haul. I'm just going to do a tiny bit of plans. So my main plan is to actually stitch. That would be nice. Yeah, I just want to get back into my normal groove of evening stitching and enjoying my stitching, and yeah, just working on all these beautiful things. So my main plans are to catch up with Deadly Aquarium, do a little bit more on B this month, and then we'll just see where the rest of the year takes us. However, in September, myself and Jo from Belushi Stitches are starting another stitch along, which will be from September, October and November. And we are going to be stitching Quaker Pumpkins by Hello from Liz Matthews, which looks like this. So yeah, this is our plan for the next 3 months stitching. We've no set plan as such. Yeah, it's not, again, I don't think I plan on finishing this within 3 months. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it, whether I just pick like 3 of the pumpkins to aim for. I'm not really sure. I don't know, but this is what we're going to be stitching on through the next few months. I can't remember if we have a hashtag for this. If we do, I'll pop it down below. I am probably going to change the text. Georgia Girl Stitching did a like a text conversion, which said, I want to say it says something like Autumn Harvest, which is much more fitting for me because I'm not like we're not a huge Halloween household. So yeah, I think I'm going to change that to that. So I've got it all kitted up here. I'm apparently stitching this on 40 count. So I got Newcastle linen in Cafe Olay, and I've got all the threads there ready to go, which look like they're all week Cyworks. So yeah, really looking forward to starting that one. Please join us if you have that pattern, or if you've started that pattern. It'd be lovely to have you joining us. Is that it? I don't know. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching. Thank you for listening to my ramble at the start. I hope everyone else around the country is doing okay and that you're keeping safe. It's, yeah, a really, really horrible time at the moment. But the community spirit has just been amazing. Yeah, the sooner we can kind of like, yeah, move on remembering these poor girls without all this horrible violence, yeah, the better. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. I will try and make a video in the next month or so. Happy stitching, and see you all very soon. Bye.